Hello. So apparently today we have free travel across Sydney, and I find it to be very interesting and surprisingly nice because as usual it took a very long time for me to get out of bed. I think I got out of bed at 2 o'clock. I woke up around 10, so yeah. Today is Sunday. It's already been like a week since I went out to explore and vlog. It's weird, like a week is just passing by too quickly these days. I'm just gonna go to Chinatown, to Darling Square, because there is a Korean Chuseok, I think, and I am gonna take the light rail because I am lazy. I was gonna plan that anyway, but now we don't have to pay for public transport. I'm like, alright, let's just do the lazy way. Also, it's spring, people. It's spring. Can you believe it? I know it was spring last week and as well, but I didn't feel it. But this week I feel it because it's getting warmer. I'm not sure whether I should bring a jacket or not outside. For the light rail. Anyway, I'm looking at these, right? These are ferns. Like they're really growing on just random wall on the street, and it's always like that. And I feel like I always feel ripped off every time I have to buy it from Bunnings because it's so expensive when you buy it from Bunnings, and it's so hard to maintain as well. They always die on me. I don't have the capacity to maintain it for some reason. Light rail is coming. I'm only off actually for about 2 stops, so I actually can walk within 10 minutes. It's probably faster to walk, but I'm getting lazy. Can you imagine like so many people in the middle of the street like 10 years ago? So weird. Alright, let's go. So we still have to walk a little bit, but it's not that far compared to if we walk from Central straight away. So I'm just being lazy. I have finally get like the juice of love between fairy and devil has finally slowly wearing off. So I've been watching other dramas. I know that's like not a report that I should give you, but it is because I'm basically on my 5th or 6th rewatch now of the drama. It's a problem. So it's slowly fading, which is good. It means I can consume other dramas. So I'm glad they changed this. It used to be a traffic light and now they just changed it to a zebra crossing. I think it's better. Chinatown is crowded today. Why? Well, maybe because of the festival. Everyone's here, same reason I am. Oh no. Sydney is getting back to its crowded state. I don't think I like that. So I feel like my mental health has been in decline lately, and I feel like I'm not sure if I want to make it feel better. It's a weird mental state. It's like I tried to make it feel better in the past. It didn't really go anywhere. So, and I also tried to make it worse in the past. It didn't go anywhere either. So I feel like whatever I do, I won't feel better. So there is no need to do anything. Oh, thought I was waiting for the traffic light. It's green. So we are back. Oh, I thought there would be like a giant statue or something for us to take pictures in. No? I enjoy the chaos that is a toddler. He got himself into that cage. Alright, let's check out what kind of affordable food we can afford. Being poor sucks. We have to queue to get in? No? What do we do? I know there is Toasty Smith here, but I don't want to eat Toasty Smith. I know, I'm being a snob. Like, I don't want to eat bread. Like, but if it's a bun, which is a bread too. Okay, food cafe. Actually, I'm gonna be cheap and let's go to food court up in Sussex Street. I legit thought that there would be something going on down the square, like because there is a Korean festival, but I was wrong. Anyway, now my hunger is overtaking my emotional state. I'm feeling angry because I'm hungry. So there's a food court up there, so we're just gonna go up there. Okay, I feel like if I eat laksa, my shirt will not forgive me. Oh, they're running out of business. Oh. So many people has closed down. Not many choices now. I guess it's maybe rent went up. I'm just gonna get Hainan chicken. I don't know if it's available still or not. Cash only. Do I have cash? The person seems very busy. So I'm just gonna find something else instead to eat. So let's go with just pork with rice. Everything is so expensive. Oh, veggie bibimbap. Kimchi fried rice. Nah, just pork with rice. Is it worth it? $15? Probably not. But inflation, I suppose. So that's just spicy pork with rice. And they give you free soup. I have accepted that I'm ugly. I feel like that's something that you should accept, like when you're very young. But hey, you can keep denying it until you're very old. That was a struggle. I think they gave me too much rice. I ate the rice first and then ended up having to struggle eating the rest of the pork. But it was okay. 2 out of 5. Not that great, but edible. I watched something on YouTube yesterday or the other day about Pailan, which is, I don't know if the intonation is correct or not. Pailan is basically the Chinese version of quiet quitting, but the literal meaning is let it rot. So that's a bit like visual if you want to visualize the expression let it rot. And I kind of get it though, because like one example that the video gave us was this girl was working really hard in her career in tutoring. It's like tutoring kids after school and stuff. And if you don't know, recently China has banned all tutoring companies and closed down because it gives, well, I don't know the reasoning. The reasoning was maybe this is speculation, because it gives an unfair advantage for people that comes from a wealthier background, and people who don't have money aren't able to do that. So they shut that down. So this person now, this lady is now out of work because the industry that she worked in is no longer legal. And so she now adapts the Pailan attitude and just work a couple hours a day, and the rest of the day she just skateboard in the skateboarding park nearby her house. And I wasn't relating up until her. When she said that, I was like, okay, I'm not relate, because right now I'm doing that. I'm doing the pylon attitude because like my 17,000 work was deleted. That was like hard work, and it's like it's just taken away without your consent, and you work hard and then you just burn the midnight oil. You make your body sick too with that vision of, you know, trying to be successful by working hard, and then it's just being taken away like that by forces outside of your control. So I'm like, yeah, that's just not work too hard. These kids get it. Like, don't work too hard. It's just not in your control, and working hard will not be a solution to being successful, because the game is rigged anyway. The game is rigged. So why try hard? I get it. Like, I lived it and I'm living it, and it's weird. It's weird. Like, you only work hard if it's working for you. If what you're putting effort to is working and giving you like rewards. But if it doesn't, no. Come to think of it, $15 is probably cheaper than actually buying sushi like I would usually do. Come to think of it. Also, once again, I don't know where I should go. Should we check out that place last? Hey, I didn't take you there last time I walked into this place. I found, but like, on TikTok, I saw some cafes in Hyde Park, and I think I walked there sometime last week. I'm not sure if I bring the vlog with me or not. I think I was just trying to enjoy the rain. So let's check that out. I don't know if it's still open. It's on Alberta Street on Surrey Hills, but we're gonna access it through Hyde Park. So we're just gonna walk through Elizabeth Street and then turn right. Also, oh my god, is this, hold on. This is not retail, is it? Because if this is retail, oh my, sorry, if this is residential, like, oh god. So we're almost at Elizabeth Street. Talking about Elizabeth Street, the Queen has passed away. I forgot to bring that up because the reason why King Charles III is on the throne at the moment is because his mom passed away. I feel odd, actually. I don't feel like overwhelming emotions, but my state of mind was like a little bit pierced by the fact that we don't have a Queen of England. And I know, like, there is a lot of debate online, especially on TikTok, about, you know, if you're a person of color, we should be celebrating the fact that she died and everything. But I feel like thinking outside from that perspective, I'm feeling like the era, like there's a shift in the consciousness of the world with this Queen passing. And, you know, someone that has been a fixture in the global consciousness for the better part of the 70s years. My mom was born like 3 years after she was crowned, died 10 years before she died. So my mom was born and died within her reign. That's also a little bit odd if you think about it. The same goes with my dad. And, you know, there is that element where people have lived only knowing one queen, and I feel like that change in the consciousness is really bothersome to me. It's a little bit like a game changer. It's like, oh, it's more like being knocked inside my head repetitively. Things, nothing is permanent. Nothing is permanent. And I think she was a symbol of permanency to some extent. And now that symbol has been taken away. And I feel like the world has become unfair. And now I can see why people are mean to each other, why people become villain. I know like the connection is not there, and I suddenly shift from like talking about the queen passing and becoming a villain, but I'm like, I get it now. It's because their expected future inside your head, more often than not, it's not going to be honored. It's not going to be fulfilled. And therefore, now you just become reckless because you're like, why not? Why not? You see people doing bad things without repercussion. It's like that whole family is also doing that, right? Like that royal family. So you also see that. And anyway, so I'm just at the corner of Hyde Park railway station. So I'm just gonna cross the street there, and we're gonna check out. I think that the cafe is famous for green tea, so I probably won't try green tea. So I'm just gonna go in now, and we're just gonna go turn left to Lock Street. So this is at the edge of Surrey Hills. Surrey Hills is just at the end of the road there. Technically, so that's Alberta Street. I'm just gonna cross. See, this is like so hidden, but it's just right outside. It's just like 1 block away, because if you go there, there's Hyde Park, right? This is just 1 block away from the busy street, and that's like Surrey Hills down there. Oh, it's closed. Of course it's closed. It's Sunday. What am I thinking? But this is an apartment block, and I feel like it's so nice to be just surrounded by this. And if you go here, I know like I'm just taking you around an empty block of land, but block of apartment, but like it would usually be open, but it feels like it's in the middle of a suburb rather than the city. It just feels good. I feel it feels like you are what I'm trying to say is I want to live here. So yeah, so especially this black building. This black building is it's a bar. I think you have to enter it from the other side, but look how nice it is. It's too dark there. I want to write something on my, but that's just like so cool. I feel like it's a hidden gem in Sydney that no one really knows about, but you know, you have to kind of I don't know, I found out on TikTok. Okay, so it's like there are benches, and I think these are just office buildings. I thought like it was residential, but if it's residential, it was so good. I feel like it's just a little nice square in the middle of city. Like, I don't know, it just feels good. Okay, so this was the cafe that I was talking about. Okay, it's closed. But look at the vibe, man. I feel like the vibe is sort of, I don't know, Tokyo-ish. I feel like there's a Tokyo vibe somewhere there. Okay, now we have a few problems. Where are we going after this? We need to find a new cafe to hang out in. We're running out of place to hang out. But look, it's just so not like in the city type of feel. It feels so good though. So we're back at Surrey Hills. Not back, like, yeah, actually back, because we took the tram from Surrey Hills at the other end. I know like no one cares, but I just like pointing things out like that. So let's go to Chatswood just because it's free travel day today. So we're just gonna hop on a train. Hopefully to this time it'll be like friction free, unlike last time when we went to North Sydney. So it's on 4 minutes. I don't know why I'm here. Everything is gonna close soon anyway. It's Sunday and it's 5:30 at night. And yeah, I have no idea why I'm here. Probably just gonna hang out at Starbucks and then do some grocery shopping at Woolies, then go back home. As I said, I am feeling existential again. Maybe that my depression is definitely flaring up. And I'm not really sure what to do with that besides wondering. And if it's not because of the vlog, if it's not because I have this, I will not be outside right now. And I know that this is only a hobby for me, but it also kind of gives a little bit of accountability for myself rather than for people, because no one really watches this vlog. But yeah, I guess if you're depressed, give some kind of accountability to your day or to your week, and so it makes you force you to leave your apartment. I feel like I want to make money, so much money, so I can just buy an apartment around here. But because the demographic here is actually Chinese and Asian, the apartments are very expensive because the buying market is a lot more competitive than the rental market. I saw in Domain, like the rental market almost is non-existent. Does the Chinese believe that if you rent, it's dead money? I don't believe so. I used to, but not now. Why? Because right now I'm renting, but I'm renting from my relative, which means that even though I'm paying cheap rent, I am also kind of like seeing a lot of the bills that that owners have to pay. And just because you buy something, and just because the property that you buy appreciates in value, unless you can afford the day-to-day maintenance, it's a lot. It's like you have to pay the council fee, you also have to pay water, you also have to pay, water is fine, but like you have to pay the strata fee. It's expensive. You have also, I don't know if you have to pay land taxes. I think maybe land tax only for people that is a house, not like like apartment. But like there's a lot of maintenance fee that you have to pay, and that's not including like if something goes wrong in your apartment as well. You actually, to buy something, to have a property, you really have to have good income first, because to maintain it requires much more money. While renting, you just have to pay for what you use, which is like utility and your rent money, and you don't even have to pay like a huge deposit on it. Like here in Australia anyway, you pay like 6 weeks worth of rent up front. 2 weeks of that is 2 weeks of that is deposit, and 4 weeks of that is deposit, 2 weeks of that is just advance rent. So yeah, it's definitely not. And if you find something really bad happen in the apartment, you can just pack up and move to a different apartment. But if you are buying it, if you own it, you have to sell it, or you have to repair it first before you sell it. Pumpkin. Shall we get pumpkin latte? So I really like Starbucks chatswood just because, well, mainly they are all Asians, and mainly because they are all doing the same thing, which is like working on their laptop or iPad, like what I would be doing. So I feel like it's my people there. And like most people there are by themselves, but even when they are like with another person, they would still just not talk, they just work, study. So yeah, I really kind of want to move this area, but I feel like it's a fantasy because, as I said before, I feel like I'm not able to afford it. Let's go down to... I'm loaded. Let's go down to Kmart, and after that I'm gonna go to Kohl's. Why am I going to Kmart? I don't know, actually. Just look around. Look how bloated I am. I started taking milk thistle. I'm not sure if it's actually helpful or not. Mainly because I'm can't afford Tadka at the moment. Tadka is a bile acid that I usually buy. Costs $80 per bottle, and usually I have to go through 2 bottles for a month, which is like $160 per month. That's a bit costly. Milk thistle is about under $20, but I don't think it's suitable for my body because it's made from milk thistle. I don't know how to pronounce it properly. Milk thistle. Milk thistle is a daisy, a part of the daisy species of the flowers, and I think I'm allergic to a lot of tea flowers like jasmine tea. I still drink it, but I'm allergic to it, so I don't think it would be a good long-term supplement. When I get more money, I'll probably just buy Tadka periodically. It suits me better. What is it for? It's for liver, so it kind of detox your body. And because I have Hashimoto, my gallbladder and my liver don't work properly, so that's why I take them. So I'm gonna go from this way rather than from the front, because it'll take forever if you go from Victoria Street. So I checked out the price. I think it's about it's so expensive, this one, about I think $700,000 for like a studio apartment or 1 bedroom. It's like, mate, I can't afford it. Also, I'm thinking like if I have kids, we could just send them to a bilingual school in Chatswood, which is like they can do Chinese and Korean at least up until primary school, and I would like for them to have that rather than getting involved in the prestigeness of having school, like going to school in Australia. I'm so bloated. And I think up until middle school they can choose which language they want to study in, and of course they'll be able also to speak. Oh my god, that baby is so cute. They would be able to speak English just because we're in Australia, but I don't want them to get involved in the prestige school fight in Sydney, to be honest. If I have kids and if my husband is rich, I'm gonna marry for money, because I try to make money on my own. I can't do it, so I feel like I have to marry for money. How am I gonna do that? You have to be pretty and young to marry for money. I'm not marrying. I'm not gonna marry a 60-year-old. Hey, Mont. I don't know why I'm here. Let's look for gua sha. I was looking for gua sha the other day. I ended up paying $9 rather than $5. Also, summer is incoming. This looks pretty. Beauty section. Okay. Where is it? Oh. Don't get distracted. They should be around here, right? Gua sha, gua sha, gua sha, gua sha, gua sha. Yeah. Oh no, there's none left. It's all gone. See, like these are the prices. What is this? Oh, there you go. There's one. Oh, there is some. It's $9 still there. So I bought these last time because I misread it. I thought it was like only $5, but apparently not. So this is $9 as well. I already have that, so I was looking for like the traditional ones. But I like this. Oh, it's broken. Look at that. Have to be careful. You have Halloween thing. Hold on. Happiness. So I can do this, but I just can't find the right, like I crochet things at home, but if you put things in here, right, it will be very hard for it to stay in shape because it's so stretchy. Like it's so, like you can't put things, heavy things in it. You can just put like your clothes maybe if you go to the beach. That's about it. Also, if you don't know this, you can go to Kmart to buy sterling silver and it's cheap. This has probably better quality than most of the jewelry that you see in jewelry stores in like name brand ones. Because like this one, $13 and sterling silver. And even with the coated one, yeah, the gold plated one, it's also sterling silver. So it's actually better than if you buy it. And I think like you can actually sell this online and people would buy it like for $50-$60 because it's sterling silver and it's gold plated, so it has value. I don't think these ones are though, so only the ones that are saved sterling silver, like they're valuable. I don't know why they are cheaper, and maybe not a lot of people know about it. I feel like I want to buy one. No. I had like a decaf coffee macchiato with oat milk, and I think I'm getting very sleepy now. I think because of the oat milk, maybe I'm bloated and sleepy at the same time. Anyway, let's go to Kohl's. I need to come back another day to buy this really effective detergent. Well, not detergent, cleaning scrubs in one of the stores, if I can get up before midday. I fully understand that fame and all the things that we perceive in media is all fake. I completely understand that they're selling us fantasies. Yet I feel like I cannot unbuy myself from wanting to buy into the fantasies. And it's so annoying because you don't want to be held hostage by something that is not real, and yet you are. Like Burberry, for example, the one that we just saw, is like I saw on Instagram an advertising for its jacket. I'm like, oh, this is nice. Let me see. I don't have the money to buy it. It was like cost £750, which is 1,500 Australian dollars, and I looked like, alright, it's Burberry, and I looked at the materials. It's all basically polyester, and I feel like so cheated. Like it's all polyester, which means that the material itself costs $10 maybe. That's expensive already. And if they have it stitched or produced somewhere in Asia or India or Southeast Asia, that's a few cents. So I don't know, it just doesn't, like my brain feels hurting. My brain feels like it hurts processing that. If like the material is luxurious, if it's like, I don't know, made out of something that is expensive, sure, I can justify it. But if you go even to Uniqlo, the materials are probably going to be better. But yet still, if when I see those marketing stuff, I still want to buy it. Going to Kohl's. The past like few weeks, well, the past couple of weeks, I've been like down in that fangirling mode of the actor who plays love between Paris and Adolfo, and like I'm into really deep down the rabbit hole, right? Okay, maybe not too deep, but like I've just been scrolling Instagram, TikTok for new updates, what he's doing, what his schedule is. And like, you know, he's rising to fame now. Like you can see it, you can feel it. And my fangirling and is the same. Like when I was a kid, I'm fangirling over, you know, K-pop idols and stuff like that. And now I'm seeing like those idols, the people that I used to idolize, have grown up. Like they're my age now, right? So they're in their 50s, 40s. And they've grown old, and yet I'm still attracted to only 23, 24-year-old actors. What is that? And I'm thinking, oh my god, is this why I would never ever be happy? It's because whatever I choose stays still, and you still have to keep wanting new things, and new things has its expiry dates until it's not new anymore, and then you have to find new things. Are these real? No, they're not. Okay. And I'm like, oh no. I feel like I can feel myself being doomed for a life of unhappiness. It's like, oh, am I always going to be attracted to only young, beautiful men and never ever going to consider anything that is actually real and possible in real life? My body runs on beef. I don't know what kind of beef I need though. I don't like how my body runs on beef. So expensive, this fuel. So I'm getting this because it's cheap. The annoying bit is I can't buy minced beef. My body just doesn't think it's enough, which is annoying because I want if I can have minced beef and fulfill my body with it, it will be so much cheaper. Oh, I like the packaging, the way it's being. So we saw this at Romeo, at locally Romeo. So are they expanding to the local supermarket? Because they are good actually. They're pretty good, that brand. It tastes authentic. Getting back to that fantasy land. I feel like, oh god, I'm gonna be one of those creepy people that is old but still like chasing young. Well, I'm not chasing young, but I'm just fangirling. It's a difference, but still creepy. Oh my god, this is cheap. Look, $6.30 usually costs about $9. Save 70 cents. Okay, maybe I should come here because in locally Romeo it's $9. This here is only $7 usually. So am I being ripped off usually? I really love these, but this doesn't last long. It only lasts like 2 weeks, so about 6 washes. Every time I buy the laundry fabric softener, I feel rich, because it's definitely not a necessity. This is all I got from this trip. Some cutlet from lamb and 2 bottles of fabric softener.
Reminder, this assisted checkout accepts card only. No cash out. If you have a Flybuys card, please.
I feel like if I have money, I will be one of those creepy fan, Ajuma fan that is like basically gifting idols or their favorite actors so much gifts. Like I'll be that person. It'll be so bad. Or maybe I'm our because I'm so stingy with my money. But still, it's a possibility. I'm scared. I feel like when I'm rich, my lifestyle won't change that much. I would still probably complain about the same thing. I would still do what I do now. Watch dramas, vlog, take public transport. That probably won't change much. Probably the only thing that would change is I would probably take a little bit more frequently taking taxis or Uber. But then again, I probably won't as much as I thought I would, because my brain would be like, it's too expensive. Even when I have money, I think I would still think that. Probably life won't change that much. I don't know. Maybe it would. Maybe I would feel less lazy and would go to places where I can have access to with money. You know, luxurious places like hotels, and that's probably it. I'll probably just go travel more and see hotels and the design. But I feel like at the essence, nothing will actually change. I feel like even with money, I think like I would still feel lost and lonely and all the things that I feel now. Let's go home. It's 7:30 now, I think. A bit late maybe, but that was my day, or at least like 3 hours or 4 hours of my waking day, which is basically my whole day, literally. It's only 7:13, so it's not even 7:30 yet. I got here around, what, 6 o'clock? I sat down at Starbucks at 6 o'clock, so it hasn't been that long. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. Just gonna wait for the train to go home. And yeah, thanks for hanging out with me today, guys. I'll see you in the next vlog. Bye.